Liberty Lady Flames getting set to lift the lid on a new season. And for more on that, we'll visit now with seventh-year head coach Jake Shellenberger. And Jake, it's hard to believe, seventh season that you're getting ready to start here with this program.
Seventh varsity season, and starting the eighth year in Lynchburg when you think back to the club team that we had originally. We're closer to 10 years than we are to 5. So that's, it's good. It's a good thing. Love Lynchburg, love this university. There was just a story on the website yesterday of how an online student was dying of cancer. And we went up there and awarded him his degree. And he was ordained as a pastor before he died. And those were 2 wishes that he had. Just stories like that every day coming out of Lynchburg and Liberty U. And it's just an amazing group of people to work with, and a great school to coach at and just be a part of.
Really is very powerful stuff there. When you look at your team coming into this season, 8-5 a year ago, 5-1 in conference. You finished second in the CCSA a year ago as well. Very good showing there. And you got a lot of newcomers coming in this year also, though. Tell us a little bit about some of the new faces and how they'll blend in with the returners.
We do, yeah. We have a fantastic freshman class, for lack of a better term. On paper, just looking at times and recruit rankings, this is our best freshman class ever. Last year, 8-5. That's a little deceptive, not to go back and look at previous year's results, but we had a meet at the end of the year that was snowed out, where just looking at the points, we would have gotten to double digits in the wins column. 8-5 last year. Would have been 11-5 had we gone to that meet, but water under the bridge at this point. Yes, very excited about the freshman class. The newcomers also include a transfer from the University of Houston, Delia Weber, and she's fantastic, again, for lack of a better term. Her mile time wins our conference, so we're really excited about that. She came on an official visit when we recruited her here at Liberty, and swam well at Houston. And I mentioned this in the press release. Houston did a fantastic job. It wasn't the school, it wasn't the coaching staff or the team. I mean, she had a great experience there. It was just the Christian aspect that brought her back to Liberty. As far as our schedule, great schedule this year. When we started the program, we said, okay, we want to swim every P5 conference and try to get a win from each of those programs' conferences. And so we started out with the ACC, beat Boston College, went to the Big Ten, beat Michigan State. In between there, we swam Vanderbilt out of the SEC, beat them. Went to Oregon State, Pac-12, beat them. Last year, finished up with the Big 12 and beat TCU. And what's next but the Independents? And so we're flying out to Colorado this year. Originally, it was just BYU and Colorado Mesa University. They're hosting the meet. I think when Air Force found out that we were going to be there, they wanted to come. And then when Air Force and BYU were there, Utah wanted to come. So we've got Utah, BYU, Air Force, and Colorado Mesa and Liberty at a meet in Grand Junction, Colorado, which will be a lot of fun. And certainly we have a lot of respect for Air Force. BYU, certainly, when you look at honor codes and that sort of thing, BYU is right up there. So we're excited for the schedule, excited for the freshmen, excited for the newcomers. We've got a good team, probably our best team in years. And I think this team, just from the talent standpoint, will rival the 2014 team that won a conference title. So,
when you look at some of the returners, Alicia Finnegan, a sophomore who was in the U.S. Olympic team trials over the summer, and then Victoria Choki, the lone senior on your roster as well. How do those two come back and impact this roster?
Yeah, certainly Alicia had a great summer, and that was a goal of hers coming to Liberty, was to qualify for trials. And did well. Did quite well. Finished 44th, and I believe she came in seeded up in the 90s. And so, improved her seed time and improved her seeding, her placing, and that's always a goal when you go to trials. To make the team, obviously, you have to place either first or second in the event, which can be pretty challenging when you're going up against professionals and so forth. There wasn't a pressure to make the team or anything of that nature. But it was great to see her out there and swimming fast. And Victoria, we always talk about having to replace student athletes, and certainly they are irreplaceable. Each one is unique. Each one is special. And there has never been another, and there will never be another. And they are always one of a kind. So we talk about having to replace or trying to replace her points and just her leadership. Certainly her backstrokes. Quite a fast backstroker. We're trying, but that'll be a big one to replace. Big shoes to fill, as they say. She's been fantastic. She's been great for us over the past 3 years. We don't foresee anything changing this year. She has the fastest returning time in our conference in the 200 backstroke, and just a great performer in season, a great performer at the conference meet. Academic All-American. And to do that, you need a 3.5 GPA, and you need an NC2A B cut. B cuts are fast, not easy to do. And she's been steady in the classroom, in the pool, and we're going to miss her when she leaves next year.
Lastly here, you've already talked about the schedule and a lot of the Power 5 type opponents that are on there. You'll be opening up October 1st against Campbell, and then you'll be hosting your final meet here in this LaHaye Aquatic Center on January the 20th, also against Campbell. So last meet coming up here at LaHaye, but I know you're excited to get over to the new pool.
Yeah, we are. The theme for this year is one more year. And, we're counting down. In reality, though, looking back, I mean, Coach Tolzma at track and field, one of the most successful coaches in Liberty history, probably the most successful coach in Liberty history. We waited 7 years for a new facility, and he waited 30, for the new indoor track. So, it's going to be nice, having the new facility, and we're certainly not going to become complacent. We're going to remember our roots. I already have a plan in place to have our first workout every year. Every year from here on out, our first workout will be in this facility. Just to remind the recruits from where we came, and to let them know that it is a blessing, it is an opportunity. Swimming here is a privilege, not a right. Scholarship money is a privilege, not a right. Beautiful brand new facilities is a privilege, not a right. Not everybody has this opportunity. And so, just to teach them that, hey, this is where we came from. We started a program from scratch. We scored at NC2As out of this facility. One more is the theme this year. One more year, maybe one more set, maybe one more extra effort or one more bonus level. We're going to challenge the women with one more sprint, one more lap, one more of this or that this year. Looking forward to it. As far as Campbell, Pascal has been great. Their head coach, Pascal Molinard, he's one of the few coaches that will come to this facility. And we go down there, and so we've started a home and home within years, which is odd in swimming. You don't often see people go home and home within 1 year. And that was sort of the deal that we had for them to come here. He said, I'll come here, come to Buies Creek. And so we've done that. It would be neat. I'm already thinking next year, perhaps we reverse it. We've gone to Campbell every year for the past 3 or 4 years. And then they've come here in January. I'm thinking perhaps next year we reverse it and have Campbell come to us for the first meet in the new pool. As you may recall, it was 7 years ago that Campbell was the first ever meet in Liberty swimming and diving history. It was the first home meet, first ever meet, and Campbell was nice enough to come here way back in the fall of 2010. So that might be fun, 7 years later to have them come back, for the first meet in the new pool. Haven't talked about them with them yet, but hopefully they'd be up for it. We're looking forward to a great year. Again, we have a lot of talent. We have a great schedule. Swimming Air Force, what an honor. What an honor to swim Air Force and BYU. The conference meet will be back in Athens, Georgia this year. And eventually we would love to host that meet. Once we have the new facility, we'd love to host that meet. Obviously, it would go through a bid process. But when we designed the new pool, we had hosting high-level meets in mind. And so it'll meet the bare minimum requirements to host some pretty high-level meets. And so that'll obviously help recruiting at the club level, having young club swimmers be competing here from 12 years and up. So looking forward to a great year, and should be good.
Jake, appreciate the time. Wish you the best of luck coming up.
Thank you, Nick.
Jake Shellenberger, the head coach of the Liberty Lady Flames swimming and diving team here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.